Yeah. What's good? What's good? Thank you for waiting. I appreciate y'all, man. I know it's probably been a minute since you've seen this face, this schnauzer. Oh, shit. I know y'all probably wondering what's going on, man. I done pulled up in a whole new whip on y'all ass, for real. Well, welcome to the live stream. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know that I've been on hiatus. I've been taking a long ass leisure break, and you've been reviewless, all right? And I apologize, but you know how life be. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do and make it happen, right? Regardless of the captain. Been going through so many things. I know in probably my last review, I told y'all I'm in college and I'm doing so much, man. But I really wanted to take the channel in a whole new direction. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of context on that and as to why. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the Funko Pops behind me and all this shit. So in a nutshell, right? I'm going to try to keep this as small and short and sweet as possible. I've made music my whole life, right? If y'all know me for real, you know that I used to rap and I've been doing it since a teenager, right? I always had this goal with myself that if I didn't make it to be a famous rapper of some sort, right? As long as I knew a rapper or I could get into shows, like that was my goal, right? I would have been happy. And I always said, 30 is my mile marker. That's where if I ain't got it together, you feel me? Like I'm gonna step my shit up and try something else. So essentially 30 came knocking and no success. And so I had to have a realization with myself, look in the mirror and ask, me, like, what are you trying to do? Where are you putting this money? You're investing a lot in something and not seeing a return in that something. So I redirected it into the movie reviews, right? We're going to pivot into my reviews. And I love movies, right? My first job was in like a Blockbuster, okay? And I got fired from it, but that's some other shit. We could talk about that another time. But I've always had this thing for movies. I remember going and renting a movie every Friday with my peoples, and, we would have movie nights. So, movies just been a big part of my life. So being that I love to be in front of the camera and I love content, I figured why not try to do reviews like this guy I watch called Jeremy Johns. Shout out to that movie loving fanatic right there, man. He really inspired me to create reviews, but for people that look like me, right? He's a very articulate guy, and he breaks down these movies in such a way, it really makes me think, and I sometimes feel he loses me. So anyway, I wanted to make reviews that y'all could understand, and it was going very well for me, but I kind of got lost in the sauce. I'm going to explain why. I found that making videos and, putting out content was super tiring, especially if you don't know how to create videos, if you don't have a extensive background in video editing. So really every video that you guys saw me make came from nothing, right? It was something that I just made on the fly all the time, every time, and it was catching up to me, okay? And I felt like I lost what I was doing it for, okay? And I felt like I was trying to be more like Jeremy Johns and not Merc. You feel me? So that's why a lot of those videos started to slow down, and I became a little more in tune with what I had going on. I'm not the type of person that posts a lot of shit online so that everyone knows my business, but I like to show. I like to show and prove. I don't really like to talk about it. So this is me showing y'all that I'm definitely on a new journey. I'm still down to do movie reviews and, all the above, whether it's video game, consoles, anything like that, whatever I want to do. But that's the whole point of streaming. I'm going to talk about and say and do whatever I want, and whatever y'all recommend. You feel what I'm saying? What else can I say about the reviews? I mean, I love to do them, but there was just so much that went into developing that content. I just don't feel a lot of people truly understand when you're making videos and you're editing them. It just takes so long. So, this whole pivot is really to take this channel into a direction where we can all interactively, review things and talk about things, discuss the movies that I'm presenting you, right? A lot of people have questions I never really get to answer in the comments. And, you know, this is going to be my way of touching back with y'all, staying in touch with everything that's going on. And I hope y'all love the new setup. It's actually a very old setup. It's a lot of my old equipment that I, you know, finagled into look like this. You feel me? Hold on. Let me take a sip. Don't that mic sound crisp? Sheesh. But, man, it's been a long time, man. It feels really good being in front of the camera. I was so nervous. And I feel it's because it's been a little lapse in time where I haven't been in front of the camera and, you know, spit some bars into the microphone. Now, I didn't really want to get on here and talk about movies. I didn't want to talk about anything of the sort. I just wanted to keep it very personal, man. This is me getting back in touch with y'all, man, and seeing, you know, what's going on and how I could make this channel a whole lot better for everybody watching, man. I really had a good time doing the movie reviews the way that I was doing it. I'm not saying that I won't make movies like that, movie reviews like that, because I absolutely will. But for the most part, man, that shit was just extremely tiresome. You know, on this streaming journey or this content journey, you know, it's either for you or it's not, right? And I'm not the type to quit, right? I'll rather, you know, get my forces together and we'll attack it another way. We'll figure out a whole other angle at this to really capitalize off what we got going on here, man. I love the channel. I love talking with you guys in the comments. When people always say, do you have a podcast? I mean, no, I don't. I'm going to consider this somewhat of a visual podcast. Maybe I'll get on that one day. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to figuring out how all this equipment works, man. I've got so much that I can show y'all and so much that I'm preparing for you guys. That's the key right there. It's always being prepared, always knowing what you're going to do, how you're going to bring it to the table, man. Straight up. And I really enjoy all this shit too. So it's been good staying away from the videos. It's been nice to, you know, get a breath of fresh air. But you know, really, I've been working hard with a really good friend of mine, trying to get all this shit set up just so I can be back right here in front of you guys, man. So tell me what you think. Do you like this new setup, man? I'm in space right now. I feel like fucking Thanos out here in the galaxy spinning. And I'm going to tailor these videos to be, you know, what's current and what's being talked about out there in the world. I'm not necessarily gonna go into super detail about relationships and Tory and Meg type shit, you know, but I might talk about a little bit something here and there. And, you know, like today, Jerry Springer died. I don't know if y'all know that, man. Rest in peace. He was 79 years old. How sad that Jerry Springer died, man. He really disrupted a lot of households, you know, like, who's your dad? We don't know. Jerry Springer, will find out though, man. Rest in peace. But see, like, things that are current, I'm always going to bring forward to the table, man. There's a lot of discussions being had out there that I just really want to, you know, shed some of my insight on. And, you know, not necessarily always reviewing something, but we can review real life topics here, you know, on the live stream. So I'm really excited for that, man. It's been a real long time coming. And I'm really proud of how great all this shit looks, to be honest with you, man. I didn't think that I would be able to really jump back in this seat and be on fire like I am. I'm super nervous. I'm a bit jittery. You know, my dog is staring at me, like, over there. Like, no, he's not. I'm sorry. He wasn't staring at me. But if I were him, I would. So yeah, man, I'm super excited, man. How y'all think I look, man? I ain't got no more bifocals, okay? No more binoculars on my face. Your boy got the what is it? LASIK surgery, you know. Shit is on the up and up for real, man. My son is growing. Everybody in my household's doing amazing. You know, I can't wait to hear how things are going with y'all, man. For real, for real. And I really want to know what y'all want me to talk about. That's what the whole, you know, idea for me was to see what y'all want me to talk about, you know. Hey, let's fucking go. Shout out to my boy Anthony, man. What's up with you, bro? Man, it's that's my boy. That's who's actually been helping me a lot with this shit, man. Really, if you don't know how to do this, it's so hard to jump. You know, YouTube only shows you so many things, you know, and it's always nice to have somebody that's done it before on the inside. So shout out to my boy Anthony. Shout out to the Game Boy Gaming out there, man. We're really going to be doing a lot with that, man. I don't know if y'all like to play video games. I'm even I'm even down to do things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with pulling up the PS5 and we play some games on here, man, and live stream this whole for real. Let me take another sip. Hold on. This is lit. I'm fucking with it, man. I haven't even looked at myself this whole time. I got some in my teeth. Hell nah. Nah, them smile bones fresh. Look at that. Glee. Hey. Man, have y'all seen any new movies, man? Have y'all seen anything new? Anything been popular? Like, I'm trying to hear this shit, man. What y'all miss from your boy? I'm trying to get on. Let's go. You know, I'm going to be pulling up shit like photos, videos. Like, I want people to send me links and shit. I'm going to pull this shit up and I'm going to be like, yo, let's see what they sent. You know, and it's going to be a journey. I know that it ain't going to be something that's going to just pick up and storm off right away. But, man, I'm going to be tenacious with this shit. I'm going to, you know, attack it head on. And I'm going to try to be as consistent with this shit as possible. You know, you can ask anybody that know me. I love to talk. I am a, you know, chatty McPatty, all right? If you give me a platform, you know, whether it's a birthday party, whether it's a job outing, it don't matter. My hand is going up. I'm speaking. I'm talking. And a lot of times no one listens, but don't mean I ain't going to speak. You heard? This is nice. I like it because I could be me. And I felt like, you know, in those movie reviews, I had to be so proper, you know, and John Stamos played a detective, and oh man, like, you know, I enjoy doing the research and I enjoy putting those together for everybody, but man, that shit get old as hell. Like, you know, trying to be proper and think of people's names, and I can't necessarily Google them because my phone was the camera at the time. So, you know, this is just gonna be a whole broader tool that's gonna allow us to, you know, function and talk shit how we like. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody here gonna tell me what I can and can't say, you know, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100% real, you know? Hey, you already know, man. I'm glad to be back. John Wick. I haven't even seen John Wick, man. And the crazy thing is the trailer for John Wick look way better than the other ones. You know, they only get better, especially with Keanu Reeves. But, yo, seriously, there was a scene he's rolling downstairs getting his ass whooped. And I was like, man, what can't this guy do? Like, like next thing he gonna do is fight Captain America. Like, Keanu Reeves is a fucking beast, you know? And then it's crazy because in real life, he's like an angel and a super peaceful person. And in these movies, he's killing people from you know, for his puppy and shit like that. But I really am trying to see John Wick. The last movie I watched in the theaters was Mario, and that shit was phenomenal. That shit was phenomenal. I hear a lot of people have their personal opinions about it, but I swear to you, that shit had me laughing. It wasn't no inappropriateness to it, you know. Not like Shrek, right? Shrek has a lot of inappropriate innuendos for the parents to kind of giggle and shit, but at the end of the day, you don't want your daughter repeating these type jokes. You know what I'm saying? At least I know I wouldn't want my daughter repeating them type of jokes. We're going to talk about that a little later, though. But, man, I'm telling you, man, if it wasn't for movies, I don't know what I would do. Because I don't like music. I'm not fucking with the music. It's certain music that I really like. You know, I grew up hip-hop. I grew up, you know, surprisingly salsa and shit, and cleaning the house every Sunday listening to fucking Mark Anthony and Celia Cruz. But, you know, music nowadays, it just doesn't have that same passion behind it. I think that's why Drake probably be on top, because, you know, he just makes the type of music that people can, I don't know, relate to, vibe to. All this gangster shit, I'm not with it, man. Every time I hear my son rapping these drill songs, I be wanting to shut the whole shit down because I ain't with it. You know, all this, you know, I ain't with it, man. I mean, I like to say those things, but I'm a grown man, okay? I don't want my kids doing that, and that's what this music is doing, you know, 100%. That's why the movies, you know, they're good. And as of lately, the movies seem to be getting better. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I have felt like the movies have been stepping it up lately. I feel like right after COVID and the pandemic, they try to jump back into these movies so quick, and they just weren't hitting, you know? Like Murder Mystery 2, wasn't hitting. It wasn't Jonathan Majors. It wasn't hitting. Oh, he innocent though. Allegedly, he hit someone. But you know, like these type of movies, they just don't be hitting like they used to. You know, and I'm really interested in seeing a lot of these newer movies that are coming out too. Off the top of the head, I cannot think of any trailers just you know reaching out to me. But when I watched Super Mario Brothers, that shit was tight, and all of the trailers for it, I was excited for. A lot of good horror movies seem to be coming out, and y'all know me, man. I love horror. I love some scary shit, you know, but not that cheap scary shit. You know, I want to see. Oh, what is that movie? The Evil Dead. I heard that was pretty good. Heard it wasn't so scary. But man, I'm trying to catch that. I'm trying to watch these good movies, man. Any suggestions? Contingency, tell me, man. What's another one besides John Wick? What's another movie, man? Off the top, I didn't come prepared to talk movies, but I'm always prepared to talk movies. Always prepared, man. Looking at this space scene, this shit looks so hard, man. This shit looks so hard. What a nice little view. Feel like I'm out here just zoned out with y'all, just me in the universe right now. That's how I really be feeling. Most of my life, that's how it be, me in the universe. But I'm super excited. I'm happy to be back. I've really been thinking about this shit for a long time. Like, I think my last review was Multiverse of Madness. Damn, that came out like last February. And that was a good movie. It was a good movie, but it was trash. But it was a good movie. And I feel like after I watched that movie, I had to force myself to review it. And I felt like, I shouldn't have to force myself to do shit, right? Like, if I really want to do something, it should just flow. It should just come, you know, pouring right out of me. Pause. And it really should just hit and stick. Pause. Big pause. But really, after I made that review, I was like, man, this shit ain't getting right. You know, having these specific opinions on movies and putting them down and then editing them, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. And yo, I appreciate you. That was a whole task getting the lighting together. This shit really was a whole debacle. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I had a whole bunch of shit from when I used to do photography with one of my old friends, and you know, like this microphone was something that I used to use when I made music. So it all just comes around full circle, which in my life, maybe a lot of you can relate, like things that, you know, I've done in the past, the older I get really comes back to help me out. You know, it's like a wisdom vault, you know, it's a skill jar. And the more you experience, the more you're out there in the world, the more you really get to know what it is you're about, you know, and that's important. That's hella important. Oh, man, this is nice. I'm excited as hell, man. I'm excited as hell. Excuse me. I've been watching a whole lot of like tutorials and, you know, like key things that you should do. Like, believe me, guys, I did not just jump in this shit without doing research, without figuring out the proper ways to do this shit. You know, initially I never thought I would be doing live streaming because you have to come up with these things on a whim. You got to keep going and shit like that. And I just felt like, it'd be easier if I could just put these videos together for everyone. You know, I could take a day, I could take 2 days, but it really takes a day or 2 days. And the whole purpose of this stream is to eliminate all that, right? The setup, the breakdown. It was way too much of that back and forth. I had to, you know, put the camera up, put my phone on airplane mode. It was just a whole lot of things that I was enjoying to do because of all the feedback I got. And really, that was probably my driving force. You know, making music, I never really got a lot of recognition that I really wanted. You know, you could share your music on Facebook, give it to your friends. It really don't go nowhere. And with the reviews, I really felt that love. You know, authentically, people were watching my video and talking about things from the middle of the video, making me feel like, wow, I really got someone listening. And whether it's 30 views, 20 views, I don't really even care how many views, as long as somebody could resonate with what I'm putting out in the universe, and they're like, wow, damn, that makes sense. That's all I really want. You know, I don't want to help, nobody like that with my words, but I like to share a little insight when I can. And when I was doing that type of shit, it was just a movie. Sometimes I could do some sidebarring, but for the most part, it wasn't as free as I'm expecting this to be. Bars. And it's a whole, it's a buildup. Like Contingency said, it takes time. And I really didn't know I didn't know if I was gonna pull through with it, right? Like, sometimes you say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And you push it off and you push it off and you don't really get to it, and in life, normally I'm the first guy to do it. I'm gonna jump out, hey, who wants to, I'm going, and with this content and creating, there is a lot that comes into it with your personal life, with the things you got going on, how you feel that day, were you able to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish before you coming home to stream? Like, there's so many things that come into play. That's why there's a lot of content creators and a lot of people that make it out there, but there really aren't, not as big as like Kai Cenat or like DJ Academics or anyone like that. Like, this type of shit don't really hit for everyone. So, whether it does or not, this is where I'm gonna be. This is my creative outlet. This is gonna be where I touch the people, and I get to see what is really going on and how people really feeling. I'm down to do music reviews, the whole nine, like straight up. I don't even care like what it is. I was even compiling some TikTok videos so that we could go through them on the stream, maybe laugh at a couple stupid ass videos, because obviously it's some crazy shit and I would love to like laugh with y'all. But we'll see how that goes and how everybody feels towards, as this continues, and people can really help me figure out what they want to see. Because initially I was just gonna jump in this thing talking about the Mario movie, and I felt like it would have been a little wrong to just come in off my hiatus and not have a one-on-one with y'all, letting everybody know, where I've been. And I know with the live streams, it's really like first come, first serve. Whoever really tuning in is gonna really catch that. But we're gonna keep this going, man. I'm gonna dedicate, from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is where I'm gonna be. All right, as many days out of the week as I can. My son is in sports. My family is ever growing, so I may not be able to give y'all a Tuesday, Thursday, but for sure, like, we're gonna be 7 to 8, might go longer. I might even hop on a Saturday randomly, but that's why you gotta stay tuned. That's why you gotta like, subscribe, tap the notification bell, turn all them alerts on, so every time I drop some shit, you guys are just fully aware. You catch every video. And I want to do shit like, when there's a movie like Preferred Contingency said, John Wick. Like, what if I did watch John Wick and y'all want to know who, rest in peace, that black dude, I don't know his name, but like, oh, what other movies was he in? I can search it up with y'all. Like, I want to really hit key things that y'all want to know, right? I don't want to always just be talking about what I want to talk about, like, right now. But this is so nice, man. Look at this shit. I look like I'm on a television. I never would have thought I'd be doing some cool ass shit like this, man. And I wouldn't have even had the balls to even think of doing it if it wasn't for the continuous love that I get from making my content. When I made the Oculus review, I put a lot of time. I put a lot of research, a lot of man hours. I recorded actual gameplay. I put that together, and it didn't slap the way I wanted to, right? I didn't get all the views I was expecting it to get, and it did deter me a little bit. But I really had fun making that video, and somebody told me, man, it's those type of videos people won't love, right? And it kind of makes me want to, it fueled me to go this way even more after hearing that type of shit. I don't see a lot of people live streaming, to be honest with you. I really don't have any. I probably got like one friend that live streams, and it take a lot. It take a lot of dedication, and I'm willing to really put in the work. I'm really down to do this with y'all, man. I'm a goofy, energetic, duder. and I just want to laugh. I just want to clown. I don't want to hurt no feelings, but I will. But I really just want to have a good time. And you know, when I like the Madonna video, when I was clowning on Madonna, and that was a really fun video. I had such a good time clowning on her. You know, God forbid she ever seen that shit. She'll probably, you know, shed a plastic tear. But I really like doing shit like that. You know, in real life, I'm that guy that people say, like, man, you just don't know when to be serious. And it's like, you know, I try to be, but in this type of environment in the world, everybody always serious, man. Don't nobody want to joke around. Don't nobody want to play around. Don't nobody want to have a good joke. Everybody want to be offended. You know, my coworker, she a older woman. She put her hand on my back today, said, "Good morning, how you been? It's been a long time." I said, "I've been doing good. You know, nice to see you." And she was like, "I'm so sorry if you didn't like the way I put my hand on your back." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't no bitch. You can put your hand on my back and say good morning. Like, I ain't gonna be all upset with you. Like, you know, and we laughed because there was no need to be serious in that moment. But so many people be ready to blow their top and just snap on somebody for no damn reason. Like, we all ain't people and shit. But I don't even know why I brought up T like that. Shout out to T. Shout out to T. Don't put your hands on me again. Don't you ever in your life put your hands on me again, T. All right? I will call HR. All right? Nah, I'm just playing, T. But, you know, that's the type of shit I'm trying to be on, man. Goofy ass shit, joking with y'all, you know, having a good time. Because I really don't have a lot of people that I interact with daily that I could be this, you know, charismatic with. You know, a lot of people might. I always tell people, like, I'm big. I don't mean stature, like inside. Like, I have a big personality. It's always, I can't turn it off. Like, you either with it or you're not. You either going to love this shit or you're not. You're going to love me or you're going to hate me, right? I've never been a good teeter-totter, and especially with people being around me. They usually make up their mind pretty quick. And, you know, I'm a nice guy. People fuck with me, but, you know, there are those select few hating-ass niggas out there who want to be hating all the time and upset, serious for no reason. But we ain't got time for that, especially on this channel. On this channel, on my show, we ain't going to be on none of that bullshit. We're going to make fun of people. We're going to make fun of people that take things too serious. That's going to be one of our mottos on this channel. Right, I want to see shit like that. I want to see videos of people being absolute Karens. I don't know what a male Karen is. Is there a word for male Karens? Kyle, right? I want to make videos where we make fun of Karens and Kyles, right? As the first on me hearing a Kyle. But that's the type of shit I'm trying to be on, man. 100%. You know, and I seen other channels out here do stuff like that? For sure, all the time. I definitely see people out here making videos on TikToks and sure, right? And I'm not trying to follow anyone like I did Jeremy Johns with the movie reviews. I'm really trying to craft my own lane. I really want to just do me, okay? I don't want to get lost in the sauce. You know, trying to emulate somebody but better. No, I want to be the best me there is, because that's all there. This is all I got, right? This is all I could be, you know, and I just want to give that to everybody raw. You know, am I polite? What's the word when you talk straight type of guy? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I talk right. But I'm from Georgia, and I'm from Savannah, Georgia, at that. And being proper sometimes, like, it is hard, you know, talking right and saying the right shit. But that's why those videos took a lot out of me. You know, it took a lot of research. It took a lot of studying. And I really like to just go off the top. I really like to just be me, say what I want. And I'm trying to do this with y'all. Interactive live streaming. I don't know if that's a thing. I've never even heard of anybody say something like that. Oh, it's my interactive live stream. Man, you copied me, because I ain't never heard it before today, okay? All right? Straight up and down. This is my interactive live stream where we talking about a movie and you want to know who the actor is, and I look it up for you. And I tell you exactly what movie you thought you saw him in, because that's the same movie that I saw him in, because we're one. We are uno, okay? And I know y'all want the same shit. Y'all want to know if the movie was good or not. Y'all want to know why Jerry Springer died, right? Some of y'all don't even know Jerry Springer died. You're welcome. Rest in peace, but you're welcome, okay? That's the type of shit I want to do. I want to bring shit to the table, literally. Like, I just want to bring all the meat to the table, okay? Pause. I want to put the meat right on the table. Throw the potatoes to the side. Straight meat. Pause. You know, I want to get straight to it and have a good time doing it. You know, ultimately, you know, for an hour a day, we get to joke around together, make fun of shit, and have a good time. Like, why wouldn't we want to do that, you know? And if there's a way to possibly bring people on to the live stream with me, like if anybody want to go live type shit, I'm so down for that type of shit too, you know, and bring someone on and, you know, not necessarily interview somebody, because I'm not Vlad, but, you know, we could talk, chop it up, you know, everybody could learn something from somebody, anybody, right? You're only gonna get as far as you allow yourself, so you got to open up, talk to people, talk yourself, right? I know a lot of people don't even talk no more. Like, people be awkward as fucking line, like don't even say nothing to each other. Like, you could bump into someone, look at them, hey man, how you doing today? Thank you. Oh, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? People don't even want to do that. You know, people too serious, people too stuck up, you know. And I'm looking to get in some trouble on this channel, to be honest with you. I'm looking to ruffle some feathers, right? I want to see some penguins fly. I'm really trying to see this happen, because I spend so much of my life, you know, being politically correct and doing what I'm supposed to do out here in this world, you know, and being the person that I'm supposed to be for my family, you know. So damn, if I can't make music like I used to when I was 15, 20, 25 to relieve some of my creative flow, you know, this is definitely the way to go. And the thing too, when you make music, it's like you're this persona, right? Like, you're not I mean, some people are themselves, but to be popular and make the type of music that people want to hear nowadays, you know, you got to be this guy. And I love my son. I love my family. Like, I don't go and shoot the club up, right? I don't go do these thuggish activities, you know. So when I was making music, it's like I had to be this person, you know, this tough guy that I really am not trying to be and portray myself out there in the world like that. So, you know, on these streams, I get to be me. And I love that. I love that from the jump, making all these videos, just being myself. You know, I did feel like I was myself making those reviews, but it was in a way that I was trying to be like Jeremy Johns, you know, and I'm not. I'm way more handsome. I'm way more good looking than Jeremy. I'm sorry. My quality is better than his. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. My boy got like 3 million followers. Like, he made it. I've been watching him since the jump, and it's crazy how someone can motivate you and you don't even know it, right? Like, I'm watching these movie reviews because I didn't understand. It was one movie, I think it was Interstellar, go into space and all this convoluted timeline shit, and I was like, I don't get it, you know. And I remember looking it up on YouTube, and he was like the first guy, and that's an old movie, right? And he broke it down to me in a way that I really understood. And never thought I'd do no movie reviews. I never thought in my life I would have been doing anything like that. But because he was my go-to guy to break things down in a movie I didn't understand, you know, I almost felt like I grew with him. Pause. And I almost can look at myself like maybe my little, you know, Merc crew is the same, you know what I'm saying? And one day we can all be as big as Jeremy Johns, you know, over here on the Merc channel. But yeah, the key is to be yourself, you know, and figure out your dream, your passion, where you want to be, who you want to be, right? Your friends, when you surround yourself with people that aren't doing more and are cool with shit, that's where you're gonna be. But if you start hanging around people that are motivated, that want more out of life, they're not cool with this little apartment, they're looking for a house, you know what I'm saying? They're not cool with one car, they want two. These are the type of people you want to surround yourself by. And that's the type of people I want here at the channel. I want people that's gonna push, and we're gonna grow together. Because I mean, what's the shit? It's like 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's been a long time. I gotta build this shit back up, but I'm with it, and that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I had to find myself. I had to figure out who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, and it took me a good year. It did. It took me a good year, but shit. Y'all can't tell me this don't feel right. This shit feel hella right. Been streaming for 40 minutes. I feel like I just started talking, and that's not good. Because when the camera's cut off, my lady over there, she gonna get an earful of continuation of this conversation. Ain't that right? That's right, man. But I missed y'all, man. I miss being on the stream, and I really miss, acting ass how I usually do, But for the next stream, I already got something in mind. Okay, I'm gonna work on some more structured topics, right? This was very open. This is a very open space. Had some people, yeah, hit me up for sure, bro. Hit me up. I'm gonna have some things a little more, structured for the next stream. I'm gonna have some things ready. I'm gonna pull up some things. I know this is just me here, but sorry, buddy. I know that it's just me on the stream right now, but what? My dog throwing me off. I'm gonna have some more things, some more structured stuff. We're gonna talk about things. I'm gonna pull some items up. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna watch some videos. We're gonna have a good time here at the Mercurous channel. But I hope y'all love this live stream. Hope y'all had a good time. Stay tuned. Hit the notification bell. I already know you liking and subscribe. I already know this. I need y'all to hit that notification bell because I'm going live now. So yeah, you can watch the video later, but it's way more cool if you hop on and tell me what you don't want to hear me say, right? That's what I thought, man. But I fuck with y'all, man. It's been a good talk. I'm happy as hell. Got it out my system. I can't wait for the next stream, man. I hope y'all have a good night, a great evening, a good week.